Hi, I'm Corrin Thompson with Thompson RV in Pendleton, Oregon. Today we're going to talk about how to choose the right RV for your camping needs. We've been getting this question a lot. People would like us to make a YouTube video on it, so here we are. We're going to do that today. If there's a certain video that you want to see us make, just drop a comment below and we will try and get around to making a video as soon as we have a chance. So ask away, whatever kind of questions you have, just let us know and we'll try and get to that. So today we're going to talk about outdoors RV and the different weight classes. Some of you may have already seen our video with Adventurous Way, where I get into depth about the differentiations between Creekside, Timber Ridge, Blackstone, the Mountain TRX, the Glacier Peak, as well as the Backcountry series. Today we're going to just do a quick nutshell version of the same thing. So a lot of our customers come from back east or Alaska or wherever, and it's hard for them to get into a local dealership because there isn't one around. So they can't go through the outdoors RV trailers to kind of figure out what they want to buy. They're looking at floor plans, YouTube videos, pictures online, etc. So if you were to walk into our lot and ask us what kind of trailer should you get, the first thing we would ask you is what kind of camping do you do and what size tow vehicle do you have? So if you have a 1-ton pickup, obviously you're able to tow anything, so then we'll pick a floor plan. If you're looking at an SUV or a half-ton tow vehicle, obviously then we're a little bit more limited on our weights. So Creekside is going to be everything that's under 6,000 pounds, so those are our lightest weight in the Outdoors RV series. Timber Ridge is 6,000 to 7,750, typically with one slide out, and they're on a little bit bigger chassis, and there's a few other differentiations between the two that make them heavier. Then the Blackstone is going to be longer, and they're 7,000 pounds and above, 2 or more slide outs on a Blackstone. So with a Blackstone, you're going to want a 3/4 ton to a 1-ton pickup. Timber Ridge is sort of in between. It depends on which floor plan you choose. If you can tow it with a half-ton, some of the new Eco Boosts and things like that, they have quite a good tow rating, so you can get into some of those. If you have an SUV or a lighter weight half-ton, you're going to want to stick with the Creekside series. So the first step is figuring out how much your tow vehicle will tow. Let's say your tow vehicle will tow 11,000 pounds. We don't want to see you loaded with water and belongings anywhere over about 9,500 pounds, just because we want you to have a little bit of cushion for your passengers, your belongings that are actually in the vehicle, your dog, family members, whatever. So you have to take that into account when you're thinking about weight. So if you don't want to be over 9,500 pounds, you want to start with a dry weight of no more than 8,000 pounds. Outdoors RV products hold so much water that if you're towing with water and belongings, we like to add about 1,500 pounds to the dry weight. So a 6,000 pound trailer, if you add 1,500 pounds, you're going to be looking at a 7,500 pound tow weight. So at that point, we want you to have a tow capacity on your pickup of about 9,000 pounds. So once you figure that out, then you can figure out which floor plans to choose from. Then the next step, and I'm going to do some videos on different floor plans, like a 21 RBS Creekside versus a 22 FQS Timber Ridge. We get that question a lot. We get questions about the Timber Ridge 24 RLS versus the 24 RKS. So I'm going to do some videos on specific floor plans that people compare often. But basically, let's say you've got a 3/4 ton pickup and you kind of have a range of trailers that you can choose from because you've got a good towing capacity. So staying short, a lot of people want to stay short to stay within the national park guidelines or that kind of thing. At that moment, you would want to be under 30 feet. That's what a good rule of thumb. That's not set in stone, but that's what a lot of people do. They try to stay under 30 feet. So then let's say you're looking at a 22 Timber Ridge versus a 24 Timber Ridge. Well, the 22 only has a dinette. We get that question a lot is, well, I think this is a great size. I think my wife and I could be very happy in this one, whatever. But the problem is when you get stuck in a rainstorm at the beach, the only place you have to sit is the dinette. So it's very important to look at how you're going to be camping. Do you need a sofa? Do you need to sleep other people? The sofa's easier to make into a bed than the dinette is. The dinette does make into a bed, but it's a little bit harder. So it's important to really think about how long you're going to be in it, if you're going to be boondocking, all those types of things, and really pick a floor plan based on that. So now that we have the weights kind of figured out, like I said, then you sort of find where your weight is, stay within that good weight range. Try not to go too long depending on what kind of camping you're doing. You know, there's a lot of really nice RV parks right outside of the national parks. So I've got people that still have a 33-foot tow trailer and they're still able to go visit the national parks. They might just not be able to get into the older style parks that are meant for a 25-foot trailer. So I hope that helps a little bit on how to choose a trailer. And then, like I said, I'll do some videos on more specific floor plans, comparing similar floor plans and why you might choose one over the other. But yeah, that's it for today.